Sheena on the beat. You know she raw. That's Duck's mama.
Five alleged Chicago street gang members now facing federal charges in connection with the shooting death of a local rapper downtown. The charges announced today by the U.S. Attorney, who says social media played a role in this case.
Hope everybody's day is going A-okay. Because me, myself, personally, my day is going great. How about yours? I hope that it's great. So with that being said, you guys, we have a little shredding and slicing and dicing going on today. So if you're down with the shredding and the slicing and dicing, you need to be over here tuned in right now to Operation Drill Them. Next is going to be Operation Drill Them Out. Job done, game over. You see what I'm saying? But shout out to my Vons and my Vonettes, like I said, because we are the best. And you should definitely know the rest. So with that being said, you don't go on get into what's going on out here on social media today. You guys, and I want to show you guys a few things. So let's go on get right into this slicing and dicing. Okay, you guys, the first thing I want everybody to see is this is the first thing I want y'all to know. That Duck never got parked. So I know it's people probably say, what did he be talking about? Only talking about Mr. Curly and Bike Man them riding up on Duck and everything. Look at this vehicle. Duck never got parked. Doesn't it look like Duck was bagging in? Because listen, you guys, by Duck back wheel, it was some cones. Let me show you this. Now, you see this cone right here. This cone was stretched out, y'all. It was stretched out. And this dude had to get out of that car to open that, move that cone. He had to get out of that car. And I know for 1,000,000,000% fact that that dude got out of that car and moved that cone. Now, that clown that's laying down over there, he don't have not a gun wound, a gunshot nowhere in him. He has on red underwear. You see what I'm saying? There's no blood, no nothing around. But he had to move this cone. So if this dude got to jump out and move this cone for Duck, then wouldn't that tell you that when Duck was on his way to the Gold Coast that somebody was saving that spot for Duck? Don't this cone right here show you 1,000,000,000% fact that somebody knew Duck was coming to the Gold Coast because they were saving that spot for him. If you from the rack, you know that's in the front of those stores. This is 4:30 in the afternoon. No one will ever get a spot right there. 9 times out of 10, a lot of those spots are for the people who own those stores and the workers because they're dealing with a lot of high-end merchandise, you see? And you know a lot of people have to go in that parking garage, you feel me? So this cone right here proves 1,000,002% that someone was waiting on Duck to come down there. So we do know that someone knew Duck's low before Duck even got down to the Gold Coast because they knew Duck was coming down there. So they knew exactly where Duck was going. But what does Mama say, y'all? Duck had just left her house. Duck was laying on the floor and Duck jumped up and left her house and went downtown. So the last person Duck was with was his mom's. So someone knew Duck was going downtown. We knew his mama did. And someone had a spot for Duck saved downtown. So that should make you ask yourself this here. When she came back and said, I was gone and my kids didn't know where I was at. Remember that? Remember that? She was gone when Duck left and the kids didn't know where she was at. You know why? Because she was down at the store. She was down there at the store, and this is why they were saving the spot for Duck. And this is why she said when Duck was pulling over, then he seen me, and then he knew it. Gang. Okay, you guys. Then, you guys, we have this right here. Now, you see right here where this hole is at in the car, right? Now, you see where the bullet went in. But they kept telling me that Duck wasn't with the guy. But Duck was with the guy because this is how the back door is open. You see, the police can't go in the back seat and open the back door because this is a crime scene. They have to wait till the homicide investigators get there. And this is why you never seen any homicide investigators out there in the scene. You just seen a bunch of blue and whites. Then you just got some pictures with some alleged homicide detectives out there allegedly standing by the gun and things of that nature the next day. This right here proves that the guy was in the car with Duck. He jumped out to move that cone. He was in the car with Duck. You see, and this is why the back door is open. Now you see that shell? That's the shell that hit Duck in the right side of his neck. The blood skeeted on the girl's left hand, the one that she allegedly got shot in. This is where the first shot came from, right here, right off the sidewalk, because the first dude that started taking the video rode up on that blue bike. This is why he was the first one on the scene, and this is why he's the only one with the video. You see what I'm saying? Because he was the one that let the shot off first. You see, and I got another video that I'm going to prove that even more, that he was along with the police. So don't let none of these people run around and tell you guys that that dude was not with Duck. Don't let nobody tell you that he was. This proves right here 1,000,000,000% that that guy was with Duck, and this is why you have that hole in the back of the car, and this is why, well, this is why you have that door open on the back of the car. You see what I'm saying? This is why the door opened, because he was in there with Duck. You see him, bike man, jump too quick. You see, when he opened the door and got out the way, boom, that thing, he's supposed to hit Duck right then and there. And if he hit Duck, but it hit Duck in his neck, so Duck head gonna hit that gonna hit the window over there, y'all. Then Mr. Curly drive up, boom, 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 and it just seemed like they drove up on Duck execution style. But what screwed they plan up is when Duck took those shots. See, because when the shot came from his passenger side right here, hit Duck in his neck. Now, if you hit in the neck, y'all, what's your first instinct gonna be? It's to grab the driver's door, try to get out that car over there to take cover. You see what I'm saying? As soon as Duck drove off, this is when Mr. Curly's black 300M pulled up, y'all. This is when Mr. Curly Black 300M pulled up. Then, pow, that's when the first shot went off. And it went off right there behind that car. That was the first one that went off. The one that hit Duck in his chest. It hit the back of that window on that car right there. When Duck got hit right there in the neck, I told you dude was gonna try to hit him in the head. So if his head hit his head will lean over and hit that window, and then dude can run up. Dude can just drive up and do, and they can make it seem like somebody just rolled up on Duck, and then boom, you see what I'm saying? They up out of there. But when Duck grabbed that door to jump out, take cover, cause the shooting coming from the passenger side. When Duck jumped out, dude shooting. Now you can see if dude sitting in this car, boom, boom, he let the shots out, boom, boom. See that top one up there, he hit right there. That's the one, Duck got hit in his chest, right? That's the one that more than likely hit Duck in his chest from right there. You see what I'm saying? That's the one that more than likely hit Duck in his chest. And then that up top shot is the one that he was shooting. That's the one that more than likely he was shooting at the chest. You feel me? Then you guys, and then the growing shot. So the growing shot comes here. See, this is why this shot is low right there. And see, this is why Duck fell down by that back wheel. This is how Duck ended up by that back wheel, because you can't get Duck by that back wheel if allegedly 4 shooters is jumping out of 2 cars and they're pulling up and Duck's on the sidewalk. He's blocked in. You see what I'm saying? It's no way Duck can fall right there by that wheel. If 4 shooters jumped up and allegedly shot Duck while he was standing in the line because of covert, Duck would have allegedly died right there on the sidewalk, because he's not going to run towards the bullets. You see what I'm saying? And if it was 60 shots and all this stuff like that, then why we have 3 shots in this car? You have one right here, you have one in the car behind that car, both on this side, and then you have one on the other side. Just what I told you. This is what I say. What they're saying doesn't match up with the crime scene. Because guess what? If it's 60 shots going off and all this stuff like that, why Duck car isn't riddled then? Why all this glass over here on these stores and stuff, this stuff isn't riddled? And then why will we have one shot on the other side of the car? You see what I'm saying? So you allegedly telling me the girl shot in the car or hit that side of the car? How? How did that even happen? See, the only thing that matches up with the scenario is the 3 Duck was shot 3 times and it matches up. Dude hit Duck in his neck. This is how Duck get hit in the right side of his neck. Now you see that little hand over there to the left? That's old girl's left hand. She's sitting in the car seat. That's her left hand. So if she's sitting in the car, where would her left hand be? On the side of Duck's, the same side with Duck, right side of Duck's neck. And this is why she had blood on her hands. And it's 100 bazillion, gazillion % fact that it was three people in that car, and that guy jumped out to move those cones, and that's when Bike Man pulled up. He gave him the signal to go. Bike Man jumped too fast when he left the back door open. The dude was supposed to come and hit Duck like that, and then the other car just hit him and take off. And this is why it matches right with the story that the witness gave. The old white man said he was standing right there. He heard something sounded like a machine gun, and then he said when he looked up, he seen a black car going northbound on Oak. I don't care if it was going northbound or westbound. That ain't even the way Moowop and them get back home. Why would they be going further out of their way after they just drilled Duck? No, and the other security guard that said, when I looked up, I thought the police did it because he knows that long hair that Mr. Curly got. And he looked up and said, oh, that's a black car. That black car, that's the police car because it's right here on the scene while they're attending to Duck. That's why he said, I thought the police shot that guy because he know that Mr. Curly has a black 300M and he knows Mr. Curly's long curly hair. You feel me? That's why he said, I thought the police shot that guy. But you have Duck's mother up here crying and all of this stuff and blaming other people and going through a thing and all of this stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? But this lady doesn't even know how many times her son was shot. How many times you saying the Duck was shot, it do not match the scene. You see what I'm saying? How many times that she said Duck was shot, it do not match the crime scene. Check this out. If Ducks parked like that, you guys, if Ducks parked like that, you feel me? Like, and they're allegedly targeting Duck. They want Duck, so they know Duck is the driver. See, the girl just jumped up and got in the driver's seat and sat right there for the police to tend to her, so Miss Curly can look for that other shell, you see, and that's a known billion% fact. That's why the seat is all the way back, you see, because Duck is tall and Duck was driving. You feel me? And now look, you guys, so if Duck driving, then they're targeting Duck. So the majority of the shots will either be on the driver's door. If Duck's in the car sitting there, it'll be on the driver's door and all that. But guess what? See where that shot is right there? That's because somebody was riding past shooting at Duck. By the time Mr. Curly got to him, he couldn't even blast in the window of them because Duck was out the car already standing up. This is why I told y'all that screwed their whole play up, that Duck took those bullets because he was supposed to go out soon as the bike man hit him. And this is why the bike man was the first one on the scene, and he kept saying, I was riding my bike, I was riding my bike. And he started his live off with, I'm here, you guys, in the Gold Coast, you see? And then he was, I was riding my bike, I was riding my bike. And so then I heard shots, but for some strange reason, you're supposed to be this innocent civilian. You hear all these alleged shot goes off from all these automatic weapons and things like this. You hear all of this stuff, and you ride to the bullets. You ride actually not to the bullets, you ride to the guy who's getting shot. He said, y'all, he rode his bike over there. Then he said he looked down, right? And he said when he looked down, he said, oh, this is someone I was in the same house with. Isn't that a coincidence that he was in the same house with FBG Duck, the same dude that's laying down there getting shot? And this is why he was the one who allegedly got the video. You see what I'm saying? This is the why we only have one piece of video. You feel me? Because that guy was right there on the scene. I showed y'all him there before they even put the tape up. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why he was out there yelling at the people, hurry up, get him up, get him up. And once y'all move that EMT, I'm gone, get him up, let's go, I'm gone. You feel what I'm saying? He was along with the whole play because he was the first shooter. You feel me? So no way on God's green earth. Don't y'all listen to that when they tell you that Duck wasn't with that guy. And please don't listen to that. Allegedly, Duck was hit 16 times. No way on God's green earth was Duck hit 16 times. He was hit 3 times in his chest, his neck, and his groin. You see, because you all can look down there on the scene and everybody in their right cotton picking mind can see that Duck is not down there allegedly riddled with bullets. You feel me? He is not down there riddled with bullets. So where they came up with that from, I don't know, but it wasn't strategic. It was probably the stupidest thing to do. And this is why the other witness, the lady that was with them, she couldn't get the play right. This is why she said, I counted them. It was 17 shots. So you telling me this old white lady is just sitting right there counting 17 shots while this black brother is allegedly getting took down execution style in the middle of the Gold Coast. It was mighty strange that they had the whole Gold Coast clear down there when Duck got drilled out. You see what I'm saying? And then when Duck's on the ground, then now all the people is back out standing around and things of that nature like that. And that's why everything that happened to Duck only took 11 minutes. And this is why I've been scouring every last one of those pictures so I can catch his mother sitting back there in one of those stores. She better not even let me catch her on a reflection. And that's how cold I am, boo-boo. But I'm going to find you. I already know you was there. It's none better to to have proof that you was there than to hear you say it out of your mouth. You know, you said when he seen me, that's when he knew it. Yep, he knew you was finna drill him out. And you know, I'm going to say that every day to the day I die until you give us that footage from down there in the Gold Coast. Because we all as smart human beings know that it's so much footage of FBG Duck down there getting drilled out. We do know that for a fact, but I bet you it ain't no footage of TZ or none of them boys that they got charged with the case down in the Gold Coast August 4th of 2020. You see what I'm saying? I bet you my life on that. Because if you had that, then guess what? Maybe we would have been got it, right? Gang. And you want to know another thing that was funny to me, gang, is that I never seen none of the FBG gang down. I didn't see none of the FBG gang down there with Duck. And I never hardly ever seen Duck without somebody from the FBG gang. But you know what his mama said? He cut ties with everybody. It was nothing but family because he felt like some stuff was going on. Well, I tell you one thing for sure and two things for certain. He should have stayed with Billy and Young and Wooski and the rest of them boys. And Cash shouldn't have been along with the player. He would be drilled out. But if Duck would have stayed with the rest of the boys, you still probably would be alive. You see what I'm saying? If you would have just kept trusting Billy, Young, and Wooski and not cutting yourself away from everybody and trusting the family. For some strange reason, when you trust the family, you drilled out your mom on social media telling 1,000,002 lies. Ruger running around talking about they didn't let the GDs in the door. Who let the GDs in the door? Dirk, man. You see what I'm saying? Dirk is the gatekeeper of the rappers in the rap. And then you got again that have made 250,000 songs, get billions and millions of views off of like he finna allegedly go avenge Duck death. Ruger is a clown. He's a bigger clown than anybody. And that's why he jumped on social media going right along with the program talking about y'all don't even know who made the O. Scrap ain't make the O either. You see what I'm saying? K.I. ain't make the O either. The same dude who made the O, same people that drilled Lil Mark and Tuka out. You see what I'm saying? Definitely the same person that made the O is the same person that drilled Tuka out. You can't say that it ain't. Same dude in the light colored Chevy Malibu. You know the baby blue Chevy Malibu. You know the dude that's running around with the legs, big chrome 357, right? Okay, then. You see what I'm saying? So that tells me 1,000,000% fact that Ruger don't know who made the O. But that's so strange because guess what, you guys? I might have contradicted myself because I know for a fact that they made the O. You know, those people that I talk about. And Ruger probably do know who made the O. But what I wasn't wrong about is Ruger know cotton picking well that Scrap didn't make the O. And that was a cotton picking lie. You see what I'm saying? Because they told us that K.I. made the O. Come on, please, beat it. Cut it with the shenanigans. I will be back. Same bad time, same bad channel. We are the best. Y'all definitely know the rest. And I'm out.